So title optimization, well, in the eBay sense, anyways, essentially adding relevant keywords to your eBay title to expand the reach, and essentially it's search engine optimization. You want to add in as many relevant keywords to your product so that you can reach a larger amount of people. So here's an example. I've simply typed in black chair into eBay, and just looking at the results here, you can see all of these guys are optimizing their titles. Don't worry, in one of the videos, I'm going to be taking you through a strategy that I recommend you using in titling your product. So as you can see, let's start with this one: modern black glass dining table and 4 chair set for Kitchen Furniture UK. Yes, this is just a black chair, but as you can see, they've put in modern, which is a good word, a popular word, because someone might type in modern chair into the eBay search bar. They put dining room table in it, which is a very nice touch, because someone might type in dining room table and find chairs. Kitchen furniture, again, these are useful words for the kitchen. Someone might type in kitchen chair. Home furniture, and again, looking at this sponsored one at the top, we've got home. Someone's put restaurant because someone might be looking for chairs for their restaurant. So these are all good keywords, and that's the true power of optimization. So for example, let's even assume that, see, this is amazing actually. Now that I look at it, see, if you look at these two products, they're pretty much the same thing, but they're gonna have different titles. So this person's put faux leather, someone might put in faux chair, but yeah, having a different title essentially means you have a different product. So I thought this was an exact example, but if you have a different title, it can essentially mean you have a completely different product. So that's the beauty of optimization. So let's assume this person is selling this product for £29. I could sell it at £49 with a different title, and this listing wouldn't even show up because we're targeting different people. So it's in your best interest to get very good at title optimization, knowing the relevant keywords, and just taking time on each listing to make each listing as good as possible. So yeah, that's the true power of optimization. So it can completely differentiate your product, and it allows you to reach different people. So when you are titling your product, the main thing to have in mind is you want to be thinking, what might someone type in to get this product? So not everyone's going to type in black chair to get to this. Someone might type in wooden legs. As you can see, wooden legs is in this title. Restaurant chairs, restaurants in the title, chairs in the title. So adding as many relevant keywords, that is the true power of optimization, and that is title optimization for eBay. To get better at title optimization. So we've talked about what optimization is, we've talked about why it's useful and why you need to be doing it, and the next thing is how to do it. So here's an example. So we've got this recycling bin. So again, as previously mentioned, we don't just want to list this on our eBay store with this as the title. In fact, that's the worst thing we want to do. So what can help you optimize? So first, I'm gonna just talk about general things in on the product page to help you optimize, and that's simply just looking at the product description, looking at the specifications, because often that describes the product and it will help you sort of with listing. So, for example, suitable for general household waste, glass, paper, cans, and food waste. So I can put food waste in the title. We've got extra large 60 litre capacity with 2 removable inner bins. 2 in 1, I'd keep that in the title. And extra large, I'd definitely put that in the title. It just looks good, especially because this is quite expensive. I wouldn't list this because I don't see anyone buying a bin for 79.99, let alone my 30-40% markup. Pedal operated, so you can see some of the features. You want to add some of the features of the product in it. Strong stainless steel construction with non-slip base. Stainless steel, put that in the title. It's a nice feature. And then let's go into the description further. So yeah, essentially just have a look at the description, have a look at any sort of words that stand out to you and use that in your title. Removable plastic inner bins, so really simple. And another thing you can use is title builder. I'm just going to switch here. can literally just copy this URL, take you straight there. I'm just going to switch it to United Kingdom because that's where I am. And essentially what you want to do is you want to just type in 2 words that describe the product. So recycling bin. Let's hope it works. So it's taking its sweet time to load, but what we can do as well, okay, United Kingdom, United Kingdom, recycling bin. So yeah, I've typed in recycling bin, and now Title Builder's given me sort of words that I could use. Dustbin, rubbish, kitchen's a good word, bins, top, touch, litter, garden. So this video is just in terms of what words to use. In terms of strategy, I'll be going over the strategy in a different video. So as you can see, loads of words you could potentially use using Title Builder. There's also another one, and this is called watch count, and this gives you like the top products on eBay Live. So these are actually products that are selling on eBay. So I typed in recycling bin, and this has 1,000 watches on eBay. So it's essentially saying, because this has such a large amount of watches, it's something that's worth you copying the title of, because obviously it's a successful listing. So here you have some words that you can add: garden waste, rubbish, kitchen, and you just scroll down and essentially just get some good words. So yeah, and of course Hustle Got Real does help you. So and of course you can move the words around: waste, plastic, steel, stainless. So no one should have any sort of issues in terms of titling, because it's very, very simple, because you have loads of words, and the next thing is just making sure you've got those words in a good order, and that's what we're going to be going over in the next video. A 6-in-1. So I'm going to be showing you the strategy that I use for title optimization, and this strategy works, and it's proven effective, along with some hints and tips when titling. So I'm going to take you through, this is the exact document that I give to my VAs. So our optimization strategy, as you can see, the first 4 words need to describe what the item is. This one's pretty much self-explanatory, but if someone only reads, your title quickly, they need to know what it is in 4 words. Otherwise, it's not an effective title. Yeah, so if you only read the first 4 words, it should be clear what the item is. Don't just spam words. Then you want to think of additional keywords that a buyer might type in to get the product. And of course, we'll be going into more detail about this in a moment. Capitalize the first letter of each word in your title. This is pretty much given. It just looks more professional. You don't want to have lowercase r, lowercase b. It just looks more professional. Take the additional time to capitalize each word and to make it look professional. Capitalize power words to make a point. So yeah, I see some eBay dropshippers do this. Sometimes they put their whole title in caps. You don't want to do that, 1, because it's against eBay's terms of service, and 2, when someone types you something in all caps, it just looks like they're shouting at you. It just looks like they're doing too much. So with this strategy, you want to use power words. So if there's a particular feature that you want to highlight, for example, with this one, 60 is 2-in-1. I'd probably consider 2-in-1 a power word, and I would put this in capitals, so the in would be in capitals, and I just make that stand out, because of course we're selling the bin for quite a large amount. So if you want to make it look great, capitalizing 2-in-1 is an excellent way to do that. And any other features like stainless steel, maybe I'll put stainless in capitals, just things like that to make it look more appealing. And you've just got to treat your titles just with such care whilst you're getting strategy, because of course the strategy that I teach with all of this is just like quality is always better than quantity. So it's better to list quality items rather than quantity items. Moving on. And this is one of the strategies that I use that is really effective and helps distinguish your listing. We like to use words starting with an adjective, something that makes the product sound more expensive. Yeah, so that's a top tip. So these are some of the ones that I use often: stylish, quality, stunning, modern, trendy. You don't want to use anything too. You don't want to use anything too long. Like for example, contemporary. Any words that's too long, you don't want to use it. It's just a waste of characters, and people won't be typing that in. So you just need to think of what might people type in. Modern, trendy, trendy chair, whatever it is. So just think about those words. And here I've just provided like adjectives. This I took this from top 5 adjectives used in English. I think a pretty fair way to find good words to use in your titles. So yeah, you could just take a screenshot of this: modern, quality, beautiful, various. You can add those words to your beautiful is a good word. Yeah, you could just screenshot that or whatever. Okay, what else do we have on here? Yeah, if the brand, here's another tip. So if the brand name is in the title, remove it. So for example, if we're listing from, if this said Von House recycling bin, obviously remove Von House. You don't want George in your title. And obviously those are companies, but also if the brand is, for example, if you're listing something Peppa Pig, which I believe is on a Avira list, but if you want to list that, don't put Peppa Pig in the title because you're just asking to get found listing on the Avira. So yeah, you just got to be careful with that one. Okay, and yeah, over here, when using additional keywords that a buyer might type in to get that product, tips for below, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We're coming on to that. Do not look for items on eBay. There's no need. There's always going to be something cheaper. So someone's always going to be listing the same product that you are at a cheaper price. So there's no point looking. You can still sell. The key and the power of this strategy, of course, is your titles will create a different product and someone will buy from you. Numerous times I have sold on eBay an item which is also on eBay for a cheaper price. So just don't forget that. Okay, and here's just general tips. I'd recommend just taking a screenshot of this. Describe the item. What does it look like? What color it is. The color of something is extremely important. Always put the color if it's there. Unless it's not necessary. What does it look like? Is it large? Is it small? Is it compact? Think about those keywords. What would you other people type in to get that product? Again, yeah, this is just a general one. You looking at this product, how would I get to this product? I'd probably type in silver bin. So silver needs to be in the title. As you can see, even these guys, they don't need to do that stuff there, but on eBay you need to. What are the synonyms? So yeah, this is a bin. It's also called a trash can. It's also called a rubbish. Put those words in your title: rubbish, trash, because other people might type that in. What's it made of? Of course, that's another one. So this is literally golden. Like you cannot go wrong with the title. Just using it for copying this. Who's it for? If it's for kids, specify. Pets, teens, dogs, specify if it's for teens or whatever. Never put adults, only if it's for anybody other than adults, yeah, of course. You should state exactly what your item is, even if your title repeats the category name. And yeah, that just leads me onto another tip, just following the category name. So this is in the home section, as you can see. So putting home in your title, of course, this product goes in the home. And on eBay, if you're sniping, you just look at what the seller on eBay has listed the category. And if I just go here, as you can see, home and furniture, general household supplies, you can use the category words to help you title, essentially. Waste bins, dustbins, whatever it is. Going on. The use of too many, okay. Include item specifics. So yeah, item specifics, again, that's just the specifications on the supplier's website. Don't use plural. Yeah, don't use plural. When used correctly. Yeah, so you don't want to overdo it with punctuation marks, but sometimes, it's good to add in an asterisk or add in an exclamation mark, my bad. And yeah, that would help. So yeah, so this is one that I use sometimes, new in all caps, or I'll end the listing with an exclamation mark. But of course, you just don't want to overuse it, and you need to make it look clean. You need to make it look professional. Most times I just avoid them completely, to be honest with you. Yeah, they say avoid new, but I use new. You know, if I've got a few letters left and I think new would work, it's good to put there. But to be honest, I'd avoid using new because it just, of course, it's new. You know, no one types in new because you expect it to be new. So I'd just say avoid it, to be honest. Um, yeah. The use of acronyms, yeah, of course, don't use acronyms. Spell the word out. Don't use avoid, like we've already spoken about that. Um, yeah, as you can see, um, I took this from eBay's article and, of course, added in my own things. So hit at least 75 characters. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So yeah, in the next clip, I'm gonna be titling. I'm gonna be titling this bin, um, and this is the strategy, and I'm gonna use that same strategy to title the bin and show you guys.